Well, good morning, folks. Day number 2 here at Mulranny in West Mayo. It's very early in the morning, 6:35 a.m. And today we're going to cycle in the opposite direction, and we did it last year from Mulranny all the way out to Achill Island. The birds are singing and the sun is up, and I'm on my feet and walking the hills. Now I'm the only Bucaline out and about at this hour of the morning on foot. So I must get back to my hotel shortly and have the breakfast, and then saddle up for the next day's cycling. This, like all other greenways throughout the land, used to be a railway track. It was the Great Western track. Take a look at that sky up there, folks. Cloudless to the horizon. And today has all the ingredients of being another beautiful day. A day to be thankful to be alive and well and enjoy this gorgeous weather. The Great Western Midlands Railway was one of the so-called Balfour lines, called after Arthur J. Balfour, Chief Secretary of Ireland during the years 1887 to 1891, who introduced Light Railways Ireland Act, which provided state assistance for the construction of narrow gauge lines to disadvantaged areas such as here in West Mayo. The first station on this extension was Newport, which opened in February 1894, followed by Mulranny in August of the same year. The line to Achill was completed in May 1895. The promoters of the line had high hopes for its future, and it proved to be a great social and economic asset to West Mayo. However, traffic never consistently reached the levels originally anticipated. Development of road traffic in the 1930s sealed the fate of the line. The last train ran in the autumn of 1937, a mere 42 years after the line had opened. Today, the section of the line between Westport and Achill, with its many fine engineering structures, gentle gradients and outstanding scenery, has been converted into an off-road walking and cycling trail. Now, once again, I've isolated myself and I'm absolutely off the beaten track. The morning is so gorgeous that now is the time before I go cycling to experience and explore what the out-of-the-way places can bestow. If it's here and it's to be explored, I don't need any invitation or encouragement. I'll just walk it. Walk it, swim it, drive it, cycle it. It's all the same to me. It's 7 a.m. in the morning, middle week. I'm here looking out over Clew Bay. In the distant horizon is the famous Croagh Patrick. The sun is beating down on me. The time to move is early morning. Then you're not competing for the space and suffering the noise and the interruptions along the way. You go early morning. Now on this leg, we're heading to Achill Island from Mulranny, all the ways out to Achill Island. I've done this last year, so here we are once again in West County Mayo. Well folks, early morning, finished my mountain trek. Now I must watch what I'm doing here. Gates. I'm on the Great Western Greenway. And heading out to Achill Island. After maneuvering a series of acute bends, the scenery to my right is beyond spectacular. And today is going to be a hot one. Hot, not warm, hot. So bring it on, folks. We get the best out of this weather in the great outdoors. And I'm being buzzed there by 2 or 3 swallows. But it's a stunning morning once again. The scenery all the ways to the horizon and out into the Atlantic is just stunning. Now, as I told you before, folks, we've done this Great Western Greenway last year. Weather wasn't very kind to us, but today it's very early in the morning. I was on the hills walking, then got back to our hotel, the Mulranny Park Hotel, and had breakfast. And I'm here now cycling on the Great Western Greenway amongst the rhododendrons, which are all purple bloom and looking absolutely heavenly and delightful, with the Atlantic Ocean and its offshore islands to my right. And today is a day to be alive and to be grateful and to be thankful and to be appreciative of all the good things that life has at the moment. We're now riding through the most gorgeous, rugged, peaceful and serene countryside. It's mostly raised bogs and another very tight gateway coming up. So I need to concentrate here on my judgment and on my maneuvering. You don't want to see me going ass over head into a raised bog. Now we've just crossed over from the mainland in West County Mayo across to Achill Sound. We're here now on Achill Island and it's just 21 degrees and it's 10 past 11 a.m. Now here on Achill Island there's many extensive raised bog systems, and I notice that there is quite a lot of turf harvesting going on. Now I was of the impression that that had been outlawed, but in these parts, these expansive raised bogs, there seems to be quite a lot of turf harvesting still going on. But we're here now in a really isolated part of Achill Island, having crossed Achill Sound. 22 degrees in west of Ireland and West County Mayo. Now, surely that's what you call luck. Called turf, T-U-R-F, turf, harvested in the wild here in West Mayo on Achill Island. So we're now coming to the end of the Great Western Greenway, and it terminates after a boardwalk ride across the raised bog at the village of Cashel. Now, I don't know if there are plans to continue on further with the Greenway into and across Achill Island, but regardless, today on a Greenway has been the most beautiful, exhilarating, gorgeous, peaceful, serene and satisfying bike ride that I've ever had in my long, long life.
Looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better without what's been holding us back now. Let's move closer to a new history, find out what we can be together. Take my hand and we will conquer the world. This is our final chance. 'Cause one day we'll be looking back at this. We were in a big mess together. But we found a way to choose right from wrong. We found the strength to go on together.
So we rode across Achill Island to Cashel, went into Ted's pub, had brunch and a pint of Guinness at 11 o'clock in the morning, which is certainly not my way of doing things, Guinness at 11 o'clock in the morning. But what the heck, we're on holidays, it's a special occasion, and the weather is stunning, the company is fab, and we're in great form. So whatever can be done will be done, and life goes on.
With each other, let's move closer to a new history. Find find out what we can be together. Take my hand and we will conquer the world. This is our final chance. 'Cause one day we'll be looking back at this. We were in a big mess together. But we found a way to choose right from wrong. We found the strength to go on together. To go on together. Yeah. To go on together.
Well, we've crossed back over Achill Sound and we're back here now on the mainland, West County Mayo. The sun continues to beat down.
Something's in the air. I can feel it everywhere. Every color seems to bloom, and there's light in every room. Now they're looking up, I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough. But now the sun is rising, and we're new people. Let's be new people. There's summer. Don't let me down, down, down. Don't let me down, down, down. I wanna be up, 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 so high. 'Cause I've been down, down, down. I've been down, so down, and I'm done. I'm aiming for the sky. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm aiming for the sky. Everyone got stories, so let's start listening. Let the rain wash away the tears that keeps crippling. Now they're looking up, I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough. But now the sun is rising, and we're new people. Let's be new people. There's summer. Don't let me down, down, down. Don't let me down, down, down. I wanna be up, 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 so high. 'Cause I've been down, down, down. I've been down, so down, and I'm done. I'm aiming for the sky. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Aiming for the sky. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm aiming for the sky. Now they're looking up, I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough. Now the sun is rising, and we're new people.
to Mullerany in the next 15 minutes. I want to thank you all for tagging along once again. Kate and I appreciate your company in a delightful and absolutely stunning day, weather-wise and country-wise. The scenery up here is rugged. My goodness, rugged, rough, but so spectacular.